Hello, my people. Um, I know it has been a while, so I told myself I should probably put something up. Um, so I've been busy with school. I didn't realize how much not having a planning or two in this case was gonna kick my butt. I don't know how people do it. I know somebody who has done it every year, but it is kind of tough. I don't know if I'm gonna. I need 3 more classes to graduate, and I'm having issues with financial aid, so I might not be taking any classes this semester, this fall semester, which I don't necessarily see as a bad thing, especially with, um, all the stuff that I have to go through. Like not having a planning and all of that stuff. Um, let's see. I told you guys that I'm reading this wonderful book, and I purposely looked at the title before I started the video. Excuse me, so I could share it with you guys. And hopefully, I didn't forget because, every 2 seconds I forget. It is called You Are the One You've Been Waiting For. That's the title. And it's by Dr. Schwartz. I forget his first, Richard Schwartz. So if you have the opportunity to read it, you should. I'm actually listening to it. This is the first time I've listened to a book. I usually read books, but because I was going to be so busy with schoolwork, excuse me, then I figured, well, I should just listen to it. And it's kind of cool, it's so much quicker than reading. So the only thing I do not like, let me take Pepper out. The only thing I do not like is that, like you can't see the words. I'm a visual person. So hold on, Pepper. Go, go, go. Really? Are you going to go out or not? So I guess you didn't want to go out. So anyway, it's a really good book, and it's making a big difference in my growth. I've actually so many things in the book I can see in the relationship with the ex. And wow, Pepper. No, oh my goodness. Pepper, I already tried to take you outside. No, get down. No, get down. I already tried taking you outside and you have food. No, stop. Oh my gosh, she's being a pain. Pepper, stop. Stop. Get down. So sometimes she gets like this. Sometimes she just becomes a pain in the so as I was saying, I think if I remember correctly, this book has really helped me see the issues in the last relationship and how, no, don't even think about it. No. Come on, you're going outside. Come on, you're forcefully going outside. Come on. Go, get out. Go, get out. Go. Yup. She's staring me. She's staring at me by the the back door. But she's staying outside. All right. So anyway, yeah, it's this book is really allowing me to see a lot of the flaws in the last relationship. And it talks about how some relationships can be mended or corrected or whatever, but definitely, um, that relationship was doomed. That was done. And I think that unfortunately, it was from the very beginning. Um, not. Um, I don't think it started genuinely. I don't think it was a genuine relationship. Um, so it was not gonna. It was doomed anyway. So anyway, but I'm okay with that. I'm good. You know, um, I think that one of the biggest issues that we have is many times, whether we do this intentional or unintentional, is that we try to change our partner, or we want our partners to be someone that we want them to be, but they're not, right? So many times we enter a relationship thinking that those changes could be made, um, but you can't change a person. Let's say a person is a person. If they choose to make changes, then they can. But if they don't even see where their flaws are, then it's never gonna happen. So anyway, so I really love this book, and I'm reading this book with this person that I met, and it's so great because it's very transparent, and the book is not necessarily to become a better partner, but only become a better you, and thus becoming a better partner. Which is an excellent book. All right. So let's see. My son is doing a shitload of sports, so it's driving me crazy. Um, and I I try to sleep in today. It's a Saturday, and I try to sleep in, and it is. I woke up like around 7, and I was like, okay, let me stay in bed. I stayed in bed till like 8, but that's it. I couldn't stay asleep any longer, so I had to wake up. Um, I don't know. One thing I have noticed, and it's something that I need to work with, um, is I'm working excellently with my mental health. I believe that I'm headed in the right direction with my mental health. Um, the problem that I'm having now is my physical health. You know, like I, like I feel old, and I don't want to feel old. And I know it's just a state of mind, right? But it's also what you do and what you don't do. So I I've noticed that I need to work on my physical self, not necessarily, it's a balance, right? I think my spiritual self is in the right direction. My mental health, right direction. Um, Financial health in the right direction. So there's a lot of um, aspects of my life that I'm doing correctly. I'm just thinking that my physical self, like I'm feeling tired all the time, so I need to, do something to get on that. And then balances all out, I guess. But, that's where I'm at. Um, and I know it's been a while, but it's been a while. And I was thinking, you know, that I haven't been making videos, and I'm thinking, you know what? People are probably thinking, oh, she's into that codependency again because she met somebody and she's not working on herself and all that. But I really don't care, to be honest, because I'm not. I'm working on my individual self. I'm working on independence, and I love the fact that, and this is something that I talk a lot with this person I'm talking to, and it's that it's difficult for us to kind of see each other. Obviously, she doesn't live with me. I don't live with her. She has her family. I have my family. She has her life. I have my life. Um, so we don't get to see each other enough. Um, and it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because we still have that love for each other, and that yearn to be with each other. Um, but we also have to work on balancing that because we can't. She has a full-time job, she has a child, I have a full-time job, I have a child. She's also part of different committees at her school, so am I. So we lead very busy lives. um, but we make time to see each other, and I think that's very different from my past relationship, right? Whole different. It's funny how sometimes she says, "Oh, I wish you lived closer. Oh, I wish we didn't live so far apart." And I think to myself, the ex and I lived, I don't know, 1,000 miles away, right? And I think that I don't. We're close. We're close to each other. So anyway, um, I see that as a good thing. Not that I don't want to see her every day. I wish that I could see her every day. I wish that I could wake up in the morning and she's with me. But I also, it's kind of weird, right? I don't know. I don't want to say I also don't want to, because I do want to, but I'm okay that she's not there, you know? And I remember in my past relationship and how, in this book that I'm reading, he talks about how many times you're in a relationship and there's a lot of, there's a word, I forget the word that is called. Anyway, whatever it is basically saying that they're doing everything you want. And I can't think of the word right now. I know I've used it before in the videos, but, and I'm sure I'll remember as I'm talking. But he talks about how people basically train you to depend on them. And then when you lose your self independence and depend on them, they get pissed off and angry, and you're no longer what they want. But it's something that they basically conditioned you to be. And that's because they need to feel, and not everybody, but like for example, in my case, I I I felt like I needed her because she needed me to need her. But then when she saw my neediness, then it was unattractive to her and it bothered her. And, um, and in many relationships, that's what happens. Like the, the person conditions you to be what they want. And then they think about, oh my God, she's not the person I married or whatever, but you were the person who conditioned that person to be who they are now. But anyway, so, obviously in this new relationship, we are very aware of those things, and we share with each other that that's definitely not what we want in our relationship. And another thing is that you have to be open and be able to speak freely with your partner, right? And I'm able to do that. If, like yesterday, my son had a meet and I wanted to talk to her, we were talking to each other, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so stinky. And I just said, hey babe, I need to go take a shower. And I wanted to talk to her, but I also wanted to take a shower. So I said, and I'll talk to you later. And we didn't even talk afterwards. We just kind of send a few texts back and forth, and then we went to sleep. But in my past relationship, I would not be as open. I would have just talked and be stinky and accept the fact that I'm stinky because I did not want to tell her, hey, I want to go take a shower. Or I didn't feel comfortable telling her I need to go and take a shower. Because in fear of whatever the outcome was going to be, you know? But I hate when that happens because I'm not really crying. It's just I have dry eyes. And that's crazy, right? When you have dry eyes, your eyes water. Makes no sense. Um, but yeah, I think that's basically all I want to share. Things are going well. I have to readjust my budget financially. It's getting really, really, really tight, and it's a lot of expensive that are unexpected, like my wonderful son doing all his sports. And it's okay, it's not I'm not complaining about it because it makes me happy that he's doing that, and it's okay that I spend the money on him. I just have to adjust my budget. So, other than that, man, I think life is good. I'm headed in the right direction. My only concern is my physical self, that I need to work on that. I need to balance that out. I need to maybe start walking, do something. And everything else is headed in the right direction. And I don't want you guys to think that, oh, she met somebody, she's, losing herself and just pouring herself into the other person. So I'm not doing that. I am very busy with work, and and again, I have no planning, and I'm not doing my college like I said, but I'm working on an endorsement for ESOL, which is it's changed to MLs. ESOL is English as a second language, so I'm working on an endorsement for that, and yeah, so it's a lot. So it's not like you know, pouring myself into this new relationship. It's not that. But I'll keep you guys posted. And it is difficult for me to make videos every day. Maybe if you guys want a short video, then I'll do that. But yeah, it's been a little tough just because I'm busy. When I have any free time, I just want to lay down and sleep because again, I'm tired. So I'll work on that. I don't have any plans as of yet to work on my physical self. I was doing a class in school that they started, like a health class for teachers. Again, it takes time, consumes like an hour of my day, but it wasn't, the time wasn't what was the issue. The issue was that the person who was training us, I think he's crazy, like crazy in the head, crazy, like nuts crazy, because he was like, people have not exercised in like years, right? And he has us doing all this crazy ass shit. And I said, man, are we going to stretch first? I was in pain for a week and a half. I'm not lying. Like I took Tylenol after ibuprofen after Tylenol. I barely could walk. And it wasn't bad pain. It was like muscle pain, like muscles that I have not used in a long time pain. But I think that pain could have been lessened had he stretched us a little more. So I said, man, I don't know if I want to go. I don't want to get hurt. Last time I did a class in school with Zumba, I got there's a name, rotator's cuff, something, I don't know, injury. So yeah, and I still have that. Like once in a while, if I use my arm wrong, it will hurt. So I don't want to get injured again. But anyway, maybe I'll start walking. And when I plan something, I'll let you know. I just have to put it in schedule. All right, people. It's been a while, but peace out. Bye-bye.